Saturday, 11th of October, 2025 at 2:14 p.m. here in Snohomish, Washington, United States of America. Welcome once again to our cosmic journey. It is your Dev and Design podcast where Engineer Trey stops sounding like God and has been put into his correct mortal place. I am your designer, Jake. He is your absolute mortal Engineer Trey. Hello, Trey.
Hello, Jake.
No reverb this time.
No, hopefully not.
Hopefully not. No, you are reverb-less this time. I can tell because I'm actually looking at the levels right
The problem is that we never do we rarely these days do our videos in separate locations.
Yeah.
So we're not usually set up for that sort of thing.
Exactly. And I could see that the reverb was going to happen. And I actually said during the episode, this is going to be a mess. And I can tell. And what did I do about it? I did nothing.
I mean, it's fine. I think it was a fine episode anyway.
Yeah. I know that our mothers watched it together. It
Oh.
was very adorable for them.
That's very sweet.
I was sleeping while they did that. Very sweet. Today's episode is called Get Set. Because one day it's going to happen. We're going to release this software, number one. Number two, so get set for that. Number two.
But it's not today.
And honestly, I'm getting real tired of it. Honestly, like it's super tired. Number two, I was just like, here, let's just go to me for a second. I was driving back after getting my hair cut, and I'm like, we're doing another video, and it's still not done. Like, that's all I could think about. It was infuriating. And then the windshield wipers went out of the car, and then that's all I could think about. Which,
I think the fates gave you something else to think about.
yeah, the fates are like, oh, you think you've got problems? Here you go.
I mean, just as an example to the viewer, I was on this couch, in fact, that I am currently sitting on, fell asleep on it, working, woke up and continued working this morning.
Oh.
Like actually this week was the first time that I felt like just the slightest little tiny tinge of burnout. And so I was like,
yeah,
okay, I'm going to take the rest of today. Like just this week was nuts.
I think we're both feeling a little burned out, but we do have to get this software done.
Yes.
Anyways, Trey did a lot of work on settings. Local mean time is really fixed. We're going to talk a little bit about that. But before we get to all that, of course, we start with the check-in question. Mr. Henry, it's yours. Let's go.
What is a divination system that you want to learn but haven't yet?
A divination system that I want to learn, but I haven't yet. And I don't know if this is a divination system, but this is still going to be my answer.
Probably the answer is yes.
Okay, this is going to be my answer regardless of, like, don't woo-splain me. This is my answer. I want chaos magic to be my divination system. And I don't know if that actually is a system of divination or a mindset of divination or something else of divination. Anyways, I am big into the idea of chaos magic. And I actually bring up concepts that my friends that are into chaos magic, especially when they've read Aiden Wachter, like they said, like, oh, you're really gonna like Aiden Wachter. So like, I have the books, they're right over there. I just need to read them, but do I have the time to do that? No, why would I have the time to do that?
Yeah, and I got you Phil Hine.
And Phil Hine, yes. And Phil is around here somewhere.
Yeah.
We got Phil. We're filled, we're full of Phil.
Yeah.
And then, absolutely, we got Aiden Wachter as well. What about you? What about divination systems that you want to start practicing?
I got these astrological dice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, which
they're super fun.
Yeah, so cool. 3 12-sided die, and like one's got the zodiac on it. One's got all of the planets, inners, outers, and the north and south node. And then the other one just has numbers 1 through 12 for the houses. So you can have a point in a sign in a house.
Yeah.
As an answer to your question.
We did the first roll and it was Sagittarius. It was the moon in Sagittarius in the 6th house. And I'm like, well, I know a lot about the moon. I know a lot about the 6th house, but I don't know a lot about Sagittarius. And then we had a discussion about health and wellness and all that good stuff.
Went down to like radical self-care, basically. Like that Sagittarian, like charging in sort of thing, but when it comes to self-care.
Yeah. And then we rolled again. It's like, oh, let's do this again. We rolled like Neptune in Aquarius in the 10th house. And I'm like, I know nothing of Neptune. Like Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, like nothing. So I'm like, game over. And Trey's like, oh, that was fun. So I need to learn about my outers.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I want to play with those more.
We'll do that.
That's my answer.
Do you want to talk a little bit about how this cycle has been, other than
Not
you
really.
passing out on a couch and then waking up and then not not feeling like you are accomplishing as much as you want as fast as you can. This is kind of the energy today.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. Yeah. So the first part, it's actually been a cycle in 2 parts, really, because the first part was all about the LMT thing, which I'll go into in a second, and which was as hellish as placing labels, like the grouping stuff. Like it's not fun. And then
Do we call it hellenistic? Hellenistic? Hellenistic. It was a Hellenistic work.
Yeah, exactly. And then, but then the second part was actually really kind of fun, which was actually fixing like adding a settings page and then fixing our perspective, edit, and management stuff. This is the first run experience.
We've seen it.
You've seen this before. Actually, I don't even know why I started from scratch. It probably
Who knows?
Really need
Who
to.
knows why? We might even just cut this all out.
One thing that we did change now is that I changed this. We have this perspective, which is basically an empty perspective that just has like the sun and the moon and just the very basics to show the chart. But that's going to become more important in a second.
You'll notice that they're renamed to Cosmic Hellenistic and Cosmic Modern. Oh, by the way, while Trey's doing this, we got a corporation in the Netherlands. The postfix on it is, like we have LLC and stuff like that. They do BV. So, Mr. Henry, what is our corporation name in the Netherlands?
Cosmic BV.
Cosmic BV.
Which is amazing.
It's coming up on the screen right now. Cosmic BV. World Esoteric.
Nobody has claimed it.
Nope, we were shocked.
Crazy.
Shocked that we got it.
Yeah.
So feel free to look at the Dutch corporation register, which is called the KVK. Why not? All right, we're back to your screen.
Okay. So down here in the bottom right.
Look at that guy.
Here, wait.
I saw it move.
But that's okay.
Don't worry about it.
Check it out. So you hover over it and it kind of
Ooh.
rotates.
Yeah.
We're easily amused. Okay, so there's now a settings page. So when you click on this, you will be able to change, finally, users can change their theme on their own.
Thank God.
After selecting it the very first time.
Because doing it, by the way, through code is a pain in the patoot.
Yeah, they've seen that in past episodes. You could also, of course, change your default perspective.
Default
your
location.
default. Gosh, you can see how much I've been working.
That's the default location.
Yeah,
And we've got other chart options that we would only show, like that are very kind of personal preference, like whether you want to show the zodiac, the houses, whether you want to rotate the chart to the ascendant, whether you want to show the angles. Those things don't belong in a perspective because they're your personal settings. That's the way that you like to look at charts.
And we will have, the lunar mansions. We will have Egyptian
The bounds.
in there. We'll have all kinds of
Terms, faces, bounds, confines, whatever you want to call them.
Yeah, exactly. I also just wanted to point out that we also, in the settings page only, we actually show the lat long and time zone that we use for that location, just so that you can verify if it's slightly different than something that you're used to.
Yeah.
Big locations, like LA, like what is the lat long of LA?
Yeah.
That's a good question.
Yeah, I mean, 'cause you might be trying to do horror astrology for the LA Dodgers. And you might be like, this isn't going to work.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, are they going to win the World Series? The answer is no.
Yeah.
It's going to be the Mariners.
Yeah, I mean, have you flown over LA? It looks like somebody took a city and then just took a butter knife and kind of smooshed it. I'm surprised there's not like 2 time zones in LA.
LA, the butter knife smush city. Home of the Dodgers, who are not going to win the World Series.
Sorry, I wasn't trying to go over your.
No, it's okay. Don't worry about it. Some of us are into sports astrology. Some of us are into butter smushing. I get it.
I'm just hungry.
You are.
So we have the system perspectives, which you see these in the first run experience as well, and the one that we selected as default. You can change your defaults just by clicking on it. And so any new charts that you cast will just be whatever the one that you.
Trey literally did that 5 minutes ago.
What's that?
You literally put that in 5 minutes ago.
Yes. Yeah. These buttons changed like just before this video. Yeah. Anyway, and then also if you click new, you can create a new perspective, which, funny thing, this actually just uses the empty perspective. It's literally the same thing as clicking on this empty, because you're just starting with the empty perspective. So you can start there and create a new perspective.
Or you just click new.
You could also, like, if you want to just modify one of the perspectives that's currently in here, you can also do that. So like here I can say, like, this is my...
We used to call it trad mom.
This is like my traditional, I like the outers. I don't care about the lot of arrows. The rest of the stuff is like...
Yeah, he doesn't really... He's not into the lovey-dovey stuff. Let's get rid of Venus too then. Why even bother?
Perspective.
Let's make it Mars and Moon. This is just your medical astrology one.
Yeah. I mean, it could be anything. And then you can also put a full description in here. I think we've done some of this stuff
You've seen
before.
all this before.
And then also we now show that if updating a perspective updates charts and moments, then it will tell you exactly how many, which is just a nice little indicator. Like in this case, because we modified, we created a new perspective from the default perspective, anything that was using the prior default will now be updated. So that's why this gets updated. Or anything that was using that perspective.
Yeah.
So that's always going to be the case. So like if I come in here to trad and I, change, let's say that I don't want the nodes in there anymore, then it'll still say that those charts got updated because there are charts that are currently using it. Anytime you update a perspective, all charts that use that perspective will get the new perspective.
So if you want a moment that has a different perspective, of course, what you would do is you go to the moment, change the perspective.
Yep, exactly. I was going to demo that too. So I can like, if I come over here, like, I'll make a new chart here. And because, we didn't change the perspective, or sorry, we didn't change the default.
No.
But I can go in here and I can say edit perspective, and then I could make this a completely new perspective. But I couldn't call it the same thing because that's already taken.
Trad moms.
Nice try.
Nice try. Trad moms only have.
Nice try, sucker. And then, there's some basic other CRUD type stuff. So
CRUD meaning create, read, update, and delete.
Yep. So you can delete the perspective. So that's like there's a lot of stuff that went on under the hood to make this happen.
But, very nice. Do you want to talk a little bit about LMT?
Yeah, let's talk about LMT. Let's talk about this specific chart.
Who was born on the 25th of December, 1821, near Webster, Massachusetts? Yeah. You will find out one day when we have this. I mean, now the bug is fixed, and then I can do socials again. This is going to be in our socials.
Yeah. So actually, I can verify this right now because when we did this before, it didn't say LMT for one thing. Yeah. It just said like the UTC offset, and then the UTC offset was negative 458.
Correct.
The reason it was negative 458 is because we were using the time zones location instead of the specific location for LMT.
Yeah.
Now,
LMT requires you to have a Latin long as opposed to just the Latin long of the kind of time zone place, I guess.
Yeah. So we changed a few things here as well, which is that the zone is now just a read-only field. You cannot change it from here. So it's only based upon location and time. So if I change the location or I change the time, then this will update.
Can you change the perspective now to use Placidus?
Here.
Perfect.
Look at that.
Because the problem that we had was that Venus was sitting in the 11th house and not the 12th house, which caused problems for this chart.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. And it's like really, really close. You might be saying, well, like if you just needed to show LMT and then like the calculation was just not using the correct location, why would that be such a big change? The reason why it's such a big change is because every single location on the planet moved out of using LMT at a different time. Some places took a lot longer. Some places were a lot quicker. In the United States, when we went over to railway time, which I think we've talked about this before, when we went over to railway time, the places that had railway stops moved away from LMT and to time zones faster than a bunch of other places. Like you could be in the same county, and if you're in a city that didn't have a train stop in it, you're still using LMT, probably.
Insane.
So we had to go to the IANA database and denormalize a bunch of location LMT cutoff, specific cutoffs into our system. For those who are maybe into software engineering and things like that, you might be saying like, well, why don't you just use an API? Like certainly this is covered by, well, yes, that is true. However, our application is an offline first application.
Railway time. Look it up in the Wikipedia if you want a fun read about time. It's over there right now.
Nice. Yeah. So because we must support offline, we cannot rely upon internet API calls. So the application needs to be completely standalone.
Yes.
It is, that was a real challenge. And I got to tell you, I am glad to have put that in the past.
Once Mr. Henry stops sleeping and gets everything done, or I guess conking on the couch while working and then like wakes up to start typing once again, you will have the software in your grubby little hands and you will find a whole lot more in the bug department for us to be fixing.
Yes.
And we have a whole lot of awesome features coming up. I know we talk about this. I think the reason why Trey and I are frustrated is because there's so many things that we want to do that we can't do right now because we have to release this thing. Otherwise, we just are always going to be, we have to get past our first milestone. Anyways, all that said, Mr. Henry, what should the good viewer do with their time on this weekend?
They should pick up a new divination system or pick up another thing in the divination system you already love. Buy a new tarot deck.
Oh, look, buy a new tarot deck. Oh, look, I found you a divination system. It is the Cube of Suits that also say Jay and Trey Jake and Trey.
Wow.
Wow. My brother's name is Jay. That's what I'm just going to say is why. Okay. I'm having a stroke. Be well. Take care. Have yourself a lovely weekend. Whatever day you watch this video, we hope to see you again next week. We're going to be around for that. One day we'll release this software. Until then, we will see you on the flippy flip. Goodbye.
Bye.
Flippy flip.